You're listening to Total Spotfest. You know what that means. That's right, AEW Dynamite Review. We have a special announcement from our good friends at Journey Pro. Plus, we fantasy book a lot. This is Total Spotfest.
1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome back to Total Spotfest. This is JJ Brownlee. That is Jamie Faulkner. We are going to come back at you with our AEW review. Dynamite up in Rochester, New York, home of Brodie Lee. Rest in peace, Brodie Lee. Happened last night, and there was a lot of stuff going on last night.
Ooh,
so
boy.
we're gonna get into it. We also got some Journey Pro announcement things happening, so it's gonna be a great show. We're gonna have Jamie. How you doing? I know you're more rested tonight than you were
I am way more
last
rested.
time.
You know, fun fact, ladies and gentlemen, getting only a few hours of sleep and taking your kids to school and doing a whole day worth of work and then staying up in order to do a podcast is not a good idea.
I do not recommend that. No, I mean, you were up at 5:30 on Monday. We record Mondays and Wednesdays, if y'all didn't know. But yeah, Jamie was, before we started recording on Monday, he goes, before we start, hit the button to start. He goes, oh, by the way, I've been up since 5:30. I'm like, well, that's great to know.
Yeah, it's like I'm a little tired. So in the beginning, if you couldn't tell, I was just drained. But now I'm good because we get to talk about Dynamite.
You're good. You got energy, all this stuff. I'm sounding extra scratchy. Apologies for my voice. Allergy season. It happens twice a year, folks. Hey, but thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We do appreciate it. If you are checking us out on YouTube, give a comment down below to join the conversation while you're down there. Hit that like button. It really does help us out. If you want to hit more, go ahead and subscribe. We do this every Tuesday and Thursday, and we love to have you on board. If you are listening to us on your favorite podcast provider, you can always get in the conversation by tweeting us at Total Spotfest on Twitter. And, of course, what was launched yesterday, and eventually it was fully launched yesterday, we had a little delay with one section, is our brand new website, www.totalspotfest.com. The merch table was delayed. Apparently, I found out taxes are a lot harder than I had assumed. I thought that, we use a building, one of those like Squarespace or like, Weebly or Wix or whatever. I can't remember which one it was, but we use one of those to like build the website. And I figured, commerce is built in. I just got to click a button and it does the taxes. Nope. I had to do that myself. But the good news is the merch table is up. So if you want to get your own Spotfest Club shirt like I am wearing here, join the club. You definitely can. We've got a lot of other cool stuff. We have a black wrestling t-shirt like everybody else in the professional wrestling world. Go check that out. You will not be disappointed. Just saying. So www.totalspotfest.com.
Yes, and there's also another
very
amazing shirt on there that is probably my favorite hashtag that we use of hashtag heel shit. It's awesome.
It is in honor of a couple guys that we are going to be talking to very shortly here. So be on the lookout for that. We'll give you more information on Twitter and everything, and we'll announce it, ahead of time. So that is going to be coming very soon. So, all right. Well, before we get into Dynamite, I did want to make note because today was announced we raised a question because Journey Pro, our favorite local wrestling promotion, did put out cryptic-esque spoiler, or maybe we thought it was cryptic because DJ and Walter always do such cryptic things. I think that's really what it was. Honest to God, I think everybody's trying to like solve a puzzle that didn't exist, much like Jamie and my fantasy booking for AEW that we do all the time. Talk about that later,
100%.
Because we fantasy booked the shit out of things that did not happen last night.
Not at all.
So anyway, they announced officially that the next Journey Pro show is taking place October 29th at Blip Coffee Roasters once again over in the West Bottoms in Kansas City. It is their Halloween show, and it is titled The Freaks Come Out at Night.
Freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night.
That's a Africa Bambata, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a great song. Love that song.
It is. Boom. So it remains to be seen if Jamie and myself will be dressing in costume. We are flirting with that idea. I know Jamie's maybe a little more committed than I am, but we'll see.
I mean, I do have overalls. I do have a short sleeve button up shirt. I just need to get a Leatherface mask, and I think I'm pretty much there. So there you go. Jamie might be coming as Leatherface.
Head over to Spirit Halloween. I mean, who knows, right? So,
or I could do Leatherface with a wrestling T-shirt and just the bib. Yeah, that's what I should do. A wrestling T-shirt, heel shit. Our hashtag heel shit shirt. Yeah, and a fake chainsaw.
And a fake chainsaw. Well, yeah. Do you have a fake chainsaw?
Who doesn't?
I don't. What do you mean, who doesn't?
Spirit Halloween hasn't had it on sale. This is a good deal for $40.
If this is your first time here, you should not. Jamie is like the predominant number one, like outside of wrestling thing that he is into other than his family, of course, is horror movies. Yes. Okay. Who doesn't? Whatever. All right, so the freaks come out at night. A lot more information to come shortly. We'll talk to Walter and DJ, and of course, before the show, before the show happens, we will try to get one of them, maybe both, on for a little quick interview that we'll do, a preview. Card will probably start getting announced, I'm going to guess, next week, maybe over the weekend. They might start trickling out. Tickets go on sale Monday, October 4th. So Monday, excuse me. Told you, allergies, right? Monday, October 4th at 6 p.m. Central Time is when tickets go on sale. Blip Roasters, I think last time they had like about 200 tickets they sold, but they had given away some, so it was like 250, I believe, is capacity, or at least that's what they went with last time. I don't know what capacity is there, to be completely honest with you, but I do know that tickets are probably going to sell out relatively short order. So
they sold out in 88 minutes the last time, right. Yeah. So we'll see.
When they were at Blip, they did.
And Mrs. Mark Stradamus may be coming with us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's like, I don't know if I'd have fun. I'm like, we always have fun. She's like, well, you guys are hardcore wrestling fans. I'm like, yeah, but even the non-hardcore wrestling fans have a hell of a good time with us too, because we're just fun. And it's just fun. It's a great community.
Interesting.
So maybe the wife will come out and see it. So I might have to get her a shirt as well and have her meet our crazy friends.
Well, that'd be interesting. So be on the lookout for more information coming soon. If you're interested, if you're in the Kansas City area, you want to come down, October 29th, 6 p.m. Central Time, Blip Coffee Roasters over in the West Bottoms. Tickets, like again, go on sale this coming Monday, the 4th of October, 6 p.m. Central. And that is JourneyProKC.com. So we'll get more information about that coming up soon. That's going to be a hell of a week. So we got Journey Pro that Friday, and then the following Wednesday is the Dynamite at Independence. Good times. Speaking of Dynamite, there was a Dynamite that happened last night. See that segue? That's how you do it, kids. That's a segue. All right.
Decent segue right there.
I know, right? You gonna talk about Dynamite, or
I mean,
just gonna talk about my segue?
No, of course we do. Jeez.
Oh, we can just leave it on my segue. It was a hell of a. Okay,
it was good. I was just in awe of your segue. So Dynamite was, in fact, ladies and gentlemen, Dynamite. It was really, 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 really damn good. And it started out on the right note, the obviously correct note. And they opened up with a small, just very nice tribute to Brodie Lee, because that he is from Rochester, New York. So that was very nice. And then right after that, CM Punk comes out to do commentary. So everybody got the CM Punk pop. That was really nice for everybody that was in attendance. And then they went into banger of the night. I'm going to call it the banger of the night. Hands down.
Okay. Okay.
in my opinion.
I'm going to disagree with you on that assertion. I'll talk about why later.
There's another match that kind of okay. I know which match you might.
That's why you can go. Hey, you go whatever you want to. Personally, I thought this was match number 1B of the night.
Okay, well, it is 1A for me. This is Adam Cole, Bebe, going against Jungle Boy. Arguably two of the best entrance songs that AEW has to offer, other than Orange Cassidy. Like, those are the top three. I love Adam Cole's entrance music a lot.
I mean, there is a Rancid song that Ruby Soho uses. Hey, Ruby.
That's up there. That's the
Rancid,
top 5 for sure.
Rancid.
Top 5.
I'm more of a punk guy, so Rancid is definitely.
Well, I love Rancid, but this Adam Cole song is amazing. Let's just be real.
It's very good. It's very good. It's not Rancid though. I'm just saying.
Yeah, fair. But we'll hear it more. Well, anyway, these two just get after it and get it going quick, early, and often. Great pacing. To JJ's point, there was lots and lots and lots of great moves from both of them. We got a Panama Sunrise. You got, the bear trap, not the bear trap, the snare trap. Snare trap
says, yeah.
It had everything you wanted, and then if you are,
which they're keeping. I noticed this when he put on the snare trap, Jungle Boy, that is that they made mention of that. It's never been. He's never been broken out of it in a singles match. Only in a tag match has it been disrupted. It's either caused a tap or he's abandoned it, which he did tonight. He went to readjust, pull him back from the ropes, and then Cole slipped away. So it's interesting that they're keeping his submission move perfect, right? I just little note there, once again, little pens. That's what they do. Little push pens for free treats.
So the only negative of this match is how it ended, because Twitter was abuzz about this, and I was right there with them. Man, there have been a lot of low blows lately in order to get a win in AEW.
Yeah,
and that's what happened. We got a low blow. He hits the boom drop. 1, 2, 3, or boom. Sorry, the boom, not the boom drop.
The boom, yes,
just the boom. Adam Cole is your winner, baby. So, but there have been a lot of low blows for wins, and some people are like, "Man, it seems like they can't have anybody win clean," which I appreciate. But why is it always the go-to of the low blow? And it made sense in this aspect, in my opinion, because of the promo right after.
Mm-hmm.
So right after this, the Elite come out. The Super Elite, I'm sorry. They are now the Super Elite. Carl Anderson comes out, and all of them have, like, things on their face that are drawn on.
Like, really bad fake temporary tattoo.
I bet that's going to be on BTE. It's got to be on.
It's got to be explained because it's weird.
Yeah, it made no sense.
I mean, Gallows had like a thing like below his eye, like a crooked colored arrow of some sort.
And then
and it's okay,
Carl Anderson had a music note right here, and who was it? Cutler had a diamond right here. It's like it just made
a diamond and a star on the other side. It was odd.
Yeah, really, really weird.
But it'll be explained. I'm sure it'll be explained.
But anyway, they come out here, and then Adam Cole gets on the mic, and he's great on the mic, and
of course
he just is like, I did it on my own because I'm elite and all this. Like, he didn't need the guys in the back in order to get the win, which is staying in character for Adam Cole, because Adam Cole did the same exact thing at NXT 1.0, and he's staying with his style here too. Like, he doesn't need everybody to get wins. Like, he's just a part of this super faction, and it's absolutely amazing.
He'll take the interference.
He'll take it, but he doesn't need it.
But if push comes to shove, he's like, I'll beat you by myself because I don't need it. That doesn't always mean that it leads to a clean ending, though.
No.
Which, to your point, a low blow is a classic trope, right? It's very classic in wrestling for heels. Distract the ref and hit him with a low blow, right? Or as our friend Dan Housen would say, just punch him in the groin. Love me that Danhausen. So, that was good, Jamie. That's very good. You could do impressions without words.
I can.
Fantastic.
It's very nice.
You're listening to us. Go check out our YouTube. Jamie's doing his Danhausen impression visually. It's great. So yes, I get that. You're right, though. There has been an abundance of them. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to call it lazy writing. Maybe it's just the quickest way to a solution.
It might, yeah. I think that's what it is, and they don't want to hurt anybody by having somebody win clean. Because, you know, if Jungle Boy lost clean, that probably would have hurt Jungle Boy. Let's be honest. It probably would have a little.
Mm-hmm.
So having this, it protects him a little bit. But they've been protecting a lot, and this is 100% Tony Khan, because I don't know if you read the article that just came out that
I did.
The EVPs basically don't have the power to run matches. I mean, they have input on their matches and everything, but they don't run the show like they did. Tony Khan's pretty much taken over, and they don't have the say.
Here's the thing, that came from Brian Cage, and then I heard rebuttal back that people were like, it's not just Tony Khan. There's other people who are involved, but there was no other names thrown in that rebuttal. I don't know. I can't imagine that this is 100% everything is Tony Khan's idea. I know that the Bucks do a lot of their own stuff, and Cody does a lot of his own stuff, and you know Kenny. So the EVPs kind of for their own stuff, they coordinate a lot of that. I don't want to get out there and say that Tony Khan. I don't know if I totally believe that he's 100% involved. Cage has been a little disgruntled lately for, you know, variety of reasons, thinking he's not getting pushed, you know, which is not really the case. I hate to be like this, because I love me some Brian Cage. He's wrong. Not everyone's going to get pushed 100% of the time, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a little bit of sour grapes on that, but I think the majority is, of course, Tony Khan. Yes, but I don't buy that he's 100% booking everything himself.
I don't either. I mean, Kenny Omega is still involved in the women's division. You know, that was still confirmed on there. It's just, I mean, you can kind of see, if you look at the show, what it was a year and a half ago to what it is now. It's a completely different show.
Absolutely.
And they found their groove. They found what they're good at. And they're pushing the right people. They're pushing things in a little bit different way. And I feel like they're pushing things now 100% to get viewers. They are in viewer land grab right now. And that definitely feels more Tony Khan than the wrestler guys, the EVPs, because that's what he knows. That's what he's good at. He understands what can get people here. Let me get CM Punk. Let me get Bryan Danielson. That's going to get me some viewers. And then those guys give the information of like, who this would be a good feud, everything like that. Wrestlers still get input on their own stuff and everything like that. Like, it's not Vince McMahon by any stretch of the imagination. It's a lot more controlled now, because it was like, because earlier reports saying it was just like chaos in the very beginning.
Oh, it was Wild West. That first year was nothing but just like, we talked about this. I remember when like episode 4 or 5 of Dynamite, right? It's like, it's a bunch of people who just want to do nothing but crazy spots and, you know, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And they don't, because there was like no promos for the first like 3 months.
Yeah, it's just match, just to introduce you to all these people, and they showed out.
I think Jericho's the only one who did a promo on TV.
Him and MJF.
For the first like couple months.
Yeah, him and MJF. That was it.
And right, and MJF was always, because he was with Cody at the time too. So it was, but yeah, so you're right. They found that, and if the end result of that for the time being is that there's some stuff that's formulaic, i.e. low blows, so be it. Right,
I'm willing to live with it right now because it's such a great product.
I think because where they're not doing it at random. I mean, they're not doing it at inopportune times, like Danielson versus Kenny Omega in with a low blow. That would piss me off.
Oh, I would have been irate with how great that match was.
But because of the way they did this here and not wanting to hurt Jungle Boy, but you're not going to derail Adam Cole, it makes sense. So where they're doing it, to my opinion, is places that make sense. And unfortunately, it's more than one place. So you get to see that a lot. Peaks and valleys is what it is. You see these patterns happen. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Other platitude here. Wow. Let's give like 3 of them in a row. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
So after that, you know, Nick tells, you know, Brandon to shut his yapper because Brandon grabbed the mic for some other reason, which I thought was kind of funny. Like, what are you doing? And he's like, the best promo man in the business. Everybody's ready for the greatest promo. Nakazawa. And everyone's like, what? And then CM Punk chant started going. CM Punk's going. And then I thought that was great. And then
that was cute.
Kenny Omega gets on there and it's like, oh, whatever. And then just kept going, like dismissed it, you know, because of course he doesn't want to say shit about CM Punk because he's right there. And then he starts talking, you know, about how last week was the greatest match, and you know Brian took him to the limit, and he's not gonna deny him that, but there's 0 chance of him getting another shot. Zero.
Which means there's 100% chance we're going to see this again within the next couple months.
Oh, so. Yeah. Like, I don't know, November. But right after that, the American Dragon himself comes out. He starts talking shit, and he started the Kenny No Balls chant, because he basically says, like, what do you have, no balls, Omega? And then it's like, Kenny No Balls, Kenny No Balls. And then my favorite part of the whole thing was when that started, CM Punk goes, well, that's going to be a t-shirt.
I love it. I know. It was so good.
It was so good.
Oh, shit. It was still trending on Twitter when we started recording this, couple hours after, or an hour, hour and a half after Dynamite.
If they get a Kenny No Balls shirt, I mean, I have a Kenny Omega shirt, and I still think he's one of the greatest wrestlers of our generation. I would buy that shirt.
I mean, that's supporting Kenny Omega, isn't it? It's, you know, you're still referring the guy, you know.
Yeah. But then after that, the Brian Danielson challenges any of the Elite to a match on Rampage, and you know they're like, oh well, whatever. And he's like, well, I'm not. You know, they're like, well, why don't you just do it now? Let's just go now. And he's like, well, fine, but I'm not alone. And then here comes out Jurassic Express, Christian Cage, and the Elite Hunter and Kaz. They all hit the ring. Elite.
Scuffle.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, Bob's your uncle. There you go. So, yeah, that was a great, fun promo. Typically, at this point, we'd have like 3 more promos, but we didn't. We went right to another match right after that.
Now, you had another promo. You had the Andrade.
Oh, sorry. The Andrade with the...
So Lucha Bros are back there being interviewed, and he comes up with Jose. Jose is his... is that guy's name, and we got to hear Jose speak for the first time. So basically Andrade is asking where Pac is, and then it says, you guys haven't really defended those AAA titles in very long. I think you should put them up, but I have a couple luchadors that may be interested. I hope to God that means, oh my God, if El Vikingo comes to All Elite Wrestling. Like him and Laredo Kid have been teaming up a lot. So if those two, you ever seen El Vikingo?
No.
Oh, he is amazing. He is amazing. He is so damn good. He's on a team with Laredo Kid, and Laredo Kid is the second best flippy spinny shit guy on that team.
That's insane, because I don't believe you, because he's amazing.
He is that good, El Vikingo. And he's massive down in Mexico. He's a Viking-themed luchador. He doesn't wear a mask.
Sold.
No.
That's it.
At Triple Mania, he came out and they had all these Viking luchadors with masks come out, full fur and shield and swords and stuff, to make like the Druid line, you know, the Undertaker style.
Sold.
So yes, if it's him, please God, let it be him, because that match. Well, they fought Lucha Bros at Triple Mania. It was a triple threat Lucha Rules tag match. So yeah. Anyway, we'll see. But there was that before you got to the next match.
Yeah. So the next match was surprising by the ending.
On a few levels, you're
yes.
right.
So we had Shotty Lee Johnson and Homelander going against Dante Martin and Matt Sydal. I'm gonna call Cody Rhodes Homelander forever.
He actually tweeted out about that or addressed it, said that no, that is not the intention of my stuff. And everyone's like,
shit.
I don't know.
He is a super nerd and he gets it. He comes out to boo, just getting booed out of the freaking arena like always. I'm like, it's not X-Pac heat, but people just don't want to see Cody right now. So it's perfect for him to turn heel at this point. So
absolutely.
In this match, I rewatched it just to count. He did 5 subtle heel moves. Subtle.
Okay.
So, number 1, Arn Anderson goes, okay, hey, Lee should start. And you see him say it. And Cody's like, okay, walked right in. He started.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that was pointed out very clearly by the announce team too. So yeah, that's one.
Number 1. Number 2, he's in the corner fighting with Dante Martin, and Matt Sydal's is standing there, just minding his P's and Q's. He does a disaster kick on him like that. Heel move number 2.
Yep.
Okay. Heel move number 3, tagged himself in on Shotty Lee Johnson when Shotty had a whole bunch of momentum. Mm-hmm. And then Shotty got it back in and got the dubs. And then number 5 was the interview with Arn Anderson and the way he was reacting.
Oh. So you're absolutely right. Before you do the interview, Dante Martin is not a human being. Just still not a human being. The man
I actually have it written down. Twitter has confirmed that he is half of the Predator line, ability to jump and everything like that. So he's got Predator blood in him. So he's mixed with Predator blood, ladies and gentlemen.
He's an alien. I mean, oh my God, this guy, he was over. It was great. It was so good.
Like, I can't figure him out.
I want to throw that out there. But yeah, because what happened after the match was amazing. I thought it was the best part of this whole segment.
Yeah.
Even as good as Dante was. And this match was actually a good match. It really was.
It was. So Shotty Lee Johnson hits a fisherman neckbreaker on Dante, gets the dub. So there you go.
After he pulls over by the trousers Cody to the corner and tags himself in.
Yes. Because he's frustrated with him.
Yes.
So after the match, this is where it gets really good. Arn Anderson's over there, and Shivani starts to do an interview with Cody, and and Cody's like, I want Malachi Black right now. And then then Arn just like, shut up. Just stop talking. Black systematically destroyed everyone that they know. Like, he recounts what happened with Black, all that good stuff, whatever. But then he goes, Arn says Cody's the type of man that if he gets carjacked, he'd give up. He's like, whatever you do here, don't hurt me. And Arn's like, I'm the type of guy that I pull out my Glock and spill the perp's brains all out everywhere.
Yeah, I first of all, I was sitting here and I go, wait a minute, did Arn just like say he would flat out murder you?
Kind of.
Yeah. He did.
He did.
I was like, I didn't expect him to go that way.
And that was the second most offensive thing said on air tonight. There's another one that really got me.
It was, but it was just like, wow, Arn. Wow.
Yeah, and then Arn, this is how Arn closed it. And this is second best promo of the night, honestly. Second best promo of the night.
I'll give you that.
Arn says he doesn't coach losers, especially ones who don't listen to him. And he tells Lee to come with him, and they walk out. And an Arn chant happened right after. Sick.
I mean,
so good.
Just dig and turn. I think your prediction of kind of like the Homelander thing, whatever, come and go, but just like kind of the delusional mental breaking Cody character. Mm-hmm. That's the best. And Arn said what the entire internet and then all of us were thinking. It's like move on from Malachi for his sake and for yours. So it's like move on, right? Yeah. I think this is great. All this is great. It was good.
It was great. So back to my Homelander thing. Mark Stradamus is definitely putting on his hard hat right now. So I had a lot of fantasy booking moments during this show, and this was number one for me, because if he is doing the Homelander thing, and for all of those who don't know who Homelander is, you need to watch The Boys on Amazon Prime. Homelander is a superhero that's got Superman style powers, that is a sociopath. That's probably the easiest way to put it.
You can read the source material if you want, but the source material is about 4 times as violent and sexual and perverse than what you see on TV. And if you haven't read the source material and you're a fan of The Boys, trust me, Herogasm will change your mindset.
So, Herogasm is going to be an episode this season, but
I don't know how they're going to do that. We're going off topic. Okay. I have absolutely no idea. But
anyway, so he just does horrible, despicable, deplorable things for the greater good. Like, he thinks he's doing the right thing for America, because that's what America needs. And I see Cody embodying that. Like, he doesn't think he's a heel because he's doing everything he thinks that AEW needs. So he could totally go down the Homelander path and do really well. Like, he's got a wife now who's breastfeeding, so it's like if he acts like he drinks the breast milk just like Homelander, like, there's lots of little things they can do. Like, Jamie went nuts with the fantasy booking with how they could go down this route of turning him into an awesome heel. Because if everybody knows, Jamie loves himself as a good heel, and this could be a great heel right here.
Hashtag heel shit now available on www.totalspotfest.com. We'll see if he starts dropping those hints there. That'd be amazing. Not gonna lie, little things there. I just want to see. I think no matter what, you're gonna see him turn into the narcissistic sociopath. I think even if it's not exactly Homelander, he doesn't drop the hints. If that's still the end result, that's a great move for him. Fantastic move for him. Mm-hmm. Honest to God.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely needed for him as a character, because it's time. Yeah. It's time for him to do something just a little different. People love Cody. I respect Cody for what he's done for AEW, but it's time for him to go down the dark path.
He hasn't changed. I mean, even Jericho's changed from heel to face. I mean, he hasn't varied in what he is at all since day one. Mm-hmm. All Elite was founded. He's been the exact same thing. Everybody else has ebbed and flowed or flipped, and and every one of the EVPs of everybody has. His wife has, for God's sake.
Yeah, fair.
But he has.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Time.
So after this, we had a really, really brief, not so good match. Let's just call it for what it is.
It was weird. It came out of nowhere too.
It was a trios match of Jon Moxley, Eddie Kingston, and Darby Allin with Sting against Anthony Green. Don't know who he is, and the Baby Bears.
I've seen him before.
Bear Country.
Baby Bears. Shout out to Ethan Page's vlog.
Yes, like every time I see them now, I see Baby Bears.
I can't not. If you watch Ethan Page's vlog, he's been showing, because he asked for fan art after All Out about the Baby Bears, and because they were going to give a T-shirt away to whoever had the best fan art. So he's been showing the submissions, and they're so good. They're so
amazing. They need to be online so I can use it. But yeah, so it was fine. Mox and Eddie do a violent crown finish or whatever. They
won. Okay.
Yeah, it was fine.
This was better than that.
Yeah. Eddie goes out to the ringside, grabs Brodie Lee sign, which I thought was really cool, but then he threw Anthony Green over to Sting so Sting could do a Scorpion death drop, or a Stinger death drop now, I guess, because you can't say Scorpion. Whatever. Send the fans home happy, I guess. And he holds up the Brodie Lee sign, which I thought was great. That was the piece I did enjoy this. After that, we did get a quick vignette of Ruby Soho. Hey, Ruby. And she promises next time Britt sees her, she'll pay for everything. It costs her a world championship. It was good. She just called out the fact that she lost because of the cronies, and it was good.
And here's an interesting thing, though. It's actually the exact same promo. If you go back and look, it's the exact same setup, the story they did for Britt back in the day against Sheeta. She lost to Sheeta. broke her nose, the whole thing. She goes, I understand. I'm going to go to dark. I'm going to go to elevation. I'm going to get back up, and I'm coming back for the crown. It was the exact same. And if you didn't watch that, or you didn't remember that, that's where, because I did, because I was like, because Britt wasn't always as over, even when AEW started. She was not like the top women, in there for a while. It really wasn't until the pandemic,
until she got hurt. When she got hurt,
craziest thing. Because during the pandemic, they were looking for stuff. It's like, we have no audience. We got to have some sort of character work going on here. And holy shit, they found a star in Britt. Yeah. Her in the cast with the I'm Michael Jordan and the whole 9 yards, and then the role model mobile, and like that's what really led to her being as big as she is. But she did that when she came back and healthy, and she said basically the same promo as Ruby. So it's like, I connected those things. I don't know if I didn't know if you did or not. Yeah, because I do remember that because I was thinking about Britt last week. After she had won, and I thought about that too. Like how she was just another woman who is is in potential, right, to being the biggest thing in women's wrestling. It was really that. At the start of the pandemic, she got hurt. And then she became who she is, but it was the promo she had cut. If you remember back, is the same thing that Ruby did here, which is a smart ploy. You brought Ruby in for not just to give her a belt and do the WWE thing, right? You brought her in to help you elevate your women's division. So have her work with these greener girls, and get them up so that everybody's better. Mm-hmm. Let's be honest. There's some good women's matches we want to see. Put a pin in that. I'll come back to that.
Oh, you
later.
mean like the one that's happening Friday?
Yes, that indeed. In that one. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, please. All right. So after that, the HFO, they come out for their match, and they're staying in the ring. Matt Hardy states that he's supposed to make his AEW debut in Rochester, but he's glad he didn't because this town sucks and they don't deserve big money, Matt. And then at that point, here comes Orange Cassidy coming out to the Pixies. Where is my mind? After that, the Dark Order, who came out with -1. That was really nice to see.
They are in his hometown. So, I mean, there is that.
Yes, they are in Rochester, New York. -1 came out. And then he went back. This match...
First of all, you missed the masks.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yes. Holy shit. So there were some new masks tonight. There are definitely some good new masks tonight. So we'll start with Alan Angels, because you didn't get to see it for very long. And we'll get into that in just a second. Put a quick pin in that one. He went with all white this time. So he was all white with the purple outlines, just like how Press 10 does. Press 10 Vance. Right. And his looked sick. It was like his normal one that he wears with the stitches and everything, just reversed with all white with the purple. It looked sick. But the mask of the night, in my opinion, was 10's Preston Vance. It was like a mix, in my opinion, a mix of Deathstroke with the Spider-Man eyes.
It looked really
It was half purple.
It was black. It was black.
It was purple.
I thought it was okay. Whatever. So purple and then white.
Mm-hmm. And then he had like the little slits right here, and then the Dark Order emblem in the back.
It looked so good. It was such a good look.
It was awesome, and he looked good. He's getting better and better. They've protected him very well.
Oh yes.
So they go out there, and it starts out where Johnny. No, it wasn't Johnny. It was Reynolds was gonna start, and then Uno tags himself in instantly, and everybody's like, "What the hell?" And then Allin tags himself in instantly, and then him and Uno start pushing each other. He just rips off his mask and just throws it at Uno. So he's maskless at this point, no mask.
Mm-hmm.
And then fighting ensues. Like everybody starts going at it.
This is a 16-man tag.
16-man tag. It's got everybody in it. So everybody starts going at it. At one point in the match, Uno gets knocked off by Reynolds because he was actually helping Reynolds at one point, and then he's trying to get out, and then Reynolds gets thrown into him, so he blames Reynolds for it, and then he starts storming off, and again and both got
Stu
and Colt Cabana tried to
Cabana.
stop it. I couldn't remember Colt's name for some odd reason.
They're walking after him like, come on, come back.
And then this is
it's really just Uno that's been dissenting with everybody.
and then this is the moment that actually got me kind of in the feels a little bit because
oh, it got me hard.
It's just one of those things that it's like, man, you don't know what you know he's gone and everything like that, but then here comes out his wife, Amanda Huber, and -1 with Ty J. They're all out there, and then like Amanda's going off on Uno. Like, what are you doing? What's this?
Well, first you missed. No, first they come out, the four of them, and it starts with -1 with a stack of papers, chucks it at Evil Uno's head.
Yes, the stack of papers. That's a B in the Elite homage right there.
And that is a Brodie Lee throwback if there ever was.
Yes, and then he he does that, and then Amanda Huber's just going off on him, and then like
full mom mode,
and then like you just see it, and you see Uno just like kind of break, like he's like, you're right, and then he's like, all right guys, let's go, and then he hops in there, everybody's in the ring all at once, and then literally it is a Dark Order spot fest. Like, every Dark Order member gets to hit your finisher right now, and it was awesome. And they did all that. Dark Order and Orange Cassidy get the W. Okay. After that, Amanda, -1, Ty J, everybody gets in the ring, and you have basically the two factions of the Dark Order standing across from each other, and Alex, I'll have to give Alex Reynolds props. He's the first.
And then they do the Wall of Death.
Yep.
No,
yeah.
I'm kidding.
Alex Reynolds the first one to put out his hand, and everybody shakes. They start hugging, and Amanda Huber comes in. She starts hugging. -1 goes on Ten's shoulders like he always did, like back in the day. Man, it got me in my feels pretty good.
It absolutely. It was one of the moments of the night. One of the moments. For a hot minute, we fancy booked the shit out of this last time. If you don't remember, we were talking about Wyndham Rotunda, waiving his 90-day non-compete and coming in because he's got the history with that. Hangman's going to come back. There's going to be this. It's going to be that. There's all these different things, potentials of a light and a dark order. It's all these things. And to be fair, we were right. Something big was going to happen. We did have a big surprise. We didn't consider Amanda Huber being an on-screen person, though.
No, it was great
because she did not want to be. She that's not her shtick. But she pulled it out, and it was the perfect move.
Mm-hmm.
It was the perfect move. Kudos to Tony and whoever else came up with this. Spot on.
Yes. So I also want to call out this tweet by Evil Uno, like just literally like 10 minutes after the match.
I was seriously trying to find it because I was going to do it. Yes.
So Evil Uno says this, and I quote, "I'll be honest with you all. I was not leader material. Evil Uno tried, but I wasn't good enough to fill his shoes. I was ashamed of that fact, but I finally accepted it. He was the best of us and forever will be. Family first. Dark Order forever." This is the moment that brought them back together. They're back together.
Dark Order's back together.
No leader again. Uno was trying to be a leader when he didn't need to be a leader. He even admitted it now. So they're open for a leader. Again, Jamie starts fantasy booking. But I feel like they don't need one right now because they are finally back to being one. If anybody is going to be the leader, to be anything, to set it up, is the prince that was promised. And it's going to be the Dark Cowboy, .08, Hangman Page.
Now, you said not to do the Game of Thrones things last time, but you keep using that reference. If you keep using that reference, you're going to keep getting this. I mean, that reference kind of has a dark Game of Thrones connotation because it was such shit on because
Exactly.
by the writers.
Exactly.
Anywho, so don't call him the Prince that was promised, okay? Because then you're gonna get swerved or whatever.
Next thing you know, it's gonna be Anna Jay.
I know, I agree. Well, Anna Jay's basically the mom of the group in a manner of speaking. You know, it's interesting what they've done with. I'll get into that later. I think you're right, though. I agree with you. We've long talked about that as like the end game. And we fancy booked other directions, right? I had a Christopher Daniels theory at one point in time. Wyndham Rotunda, you know, this and that, all these different things, right? I disagree with the very first thing you said. I think they do need a leader. I think that leader needs to be Hangman Adam Page. I generally do, you know, because without that, they're kind of a focusless group, you know. I think that having the leader gives them a bit more depth. So I think that what they did though is perfect. So they brought them back together, and my prediction is I don't think we're going to see Hangman before Full Gear. I think he comes out at Full Gear though.
I do too.
I think he rejoins with them at Full Gear. The Dynamite after Full Gear is in Virginia, and he's on the poster, just him. So he's gonna be back by then, you know. And they said it was gonna be a few months he was gonna be out, right? Because spend time with his wife. It lines up perfectly. I think that's where we're gonna see him. So now you've basically done the work. Now you've got about a month where you can, you know, have them all back together and kind of set up some stuff. And then you bring in Hangman again.
I like it. I think he will be the eventual leader. I just say, like, right now, since they just got the band back together moment, they don't need one for now. They can be sustained for a few months, and then he comes in. You know,
they can do this for 5 or 6 weeks.
Yeah,
couple months. Sure.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
And then Adam Targaryen Page is gonna be
King of the North. Oh, wait, no.
Yes, the King of the Dark.
Oh. All right.
See, I'm good at this.
There might be new T-shirt designs coming up on TotalSpotfest.com. Just say.
So right after this was the spot that Jamie got the most excited.
The surprise spot of the night,
The
right?
surprise spot of the night that got me ecstatic. Because as much as I hated him when he was the manager for Bobby Lashley, I love him on the independent scene. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's official. Lio Rush is all elite, baby. So Lio Rush did a quick little vignette talking about money, making money in stocks in the stock market. And it's evident that he is officially unretired. Because he is Leo, but he's also a LBO, or yeah.
It's about doing like anyway. It was the whole like gimmick thing he did, shoot he did, but he's graphic official.
Yep,
there's a officially released a graphic for him. So, which I feel I do want to say a little bit back because I read it earlier today. Another official signee, Kiera Hogan, is officially all elite. They were saying that apparently on Dark, Excalibur said that, I believe. And I haven't seen her graphic though. She need to get her graphic too.
Her graphic. There's graphic.
Oh, I missed it then.
They tweet like 8,000 times a day, so it's like stuck in there. You know?
I know. And you got a job to do, so I'm not always on Twitter.
Right,
you know, so whatever. Okay, good.
So after that, here we go. We got more promos. This is the promo heavy section.
Just run through the promo world because it's a lot.
FTR says, you know, they're revitalized, great news, and you know, it's great news for them in the Pinnacle, bad news for everybody else. There you go.
Yay.
Dan Lambert, my favorite heel manager, comes out with the Men of the Year, which those two, like, oh man, they're so good. They come out, they mock the shit out of Jericho, put him over as, you know, the cowbell, you know, star to save the floundering company like AEW, which I thought was great. He states that, you know, he ended Chris's career. I'm like, oh my God, it was just really good. Scorpio Sky, you know, is like, you know, a year and a half ago, I told you guys to listen to what he's saying, and then he grabbed the Sonic ring out of this guy.
He said that. He said, grab the Sonic ring. And I was just like, that's fantastic. Because everybody talked about it except for official people.
Yeah. And then here comes Ethan Page.
Ooh.
Ethan Page is so...
He took the fuck over.
Ethan Page is so
God.
damn good on the mic. And he has got top star written all over him. He used to have the dad bod, and now he doesn't. Like, if you watch his vlogs, he talks about that all the time. And he just hit the shit there. He's like, you know, he's got the top tits in the game, which I wrote that down. I'm like, oh my God.
That was good.
And he just like, I was born to be a champion. I did all this. Now I associate myself with champions. We're top team. The Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky, the Men of the Year, and the America's top team together. We are the top team of AEW. And I was like, woo! Let's go.
When he said that, I had a flash pan thought in my head. Because the promo right before is with the top guys, FTR. And I'm like, ooh, how big of a boner would you get to see FTR versus Men of the Year right now?
Oh, my fantasy booking went wild as soon as they put out the top team moniker right there. It's like, okay, you got
Right.
FTR. You have, of course, the Bucks. But then here's the thing. They're heels, so they have to face all the face guys. So Jurassic Express. Them and Jurassic Express would be great. Them and the Lucha Bros.
Lucha Bros, yeah.
Oh, I want that one. I want the Man of the Year.
I know
just saying.
I know Scorpio's wrestled. I think Scorpio's wrestled Penta or Phoenix in PWG before.
Singles.
Maybe both.
And when they were part of SCU, they faced off against the Lucha Bros multiple times.
Yeah, and I do remember that. They did. Yeah, you're right.
So after this, you had Hikaru Shida, whose English is getting way better. I gotta give her props. She's working hard. She deserves the props. She's getting ready to go for her 50th win, and she has to go against none other than the healed Serena Deeb.
Good to see Serena back in action, indeed.
So
the woman of 1,000 holds, which I know you hate because you didn't go with that.
Yes, well, Serena Malenko, she women of 1,000 holds. That somebody needs to go against her and totally do the Jericho 1,000.
Women of 1,004 holds.
It's gotta happen.
Yes,
gotta happen.
Well, she's back. She's back. So, and hey, it's. I think, especially looking tonight, there's so many promos. We're not even done talking about the night, but now is the time. 2 women's matches. Let's do it. Let's go.
Yes. So
you got the bodies. Do it.
You absolutely do. So they go into their 1 women's match of the night, and this was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it. It was kind of chaotic, but in a good way, because they've built up a lot of heat between these 2 teams. So it felt real, like in that aspect, like they just don't like each other.
And TJ had they had a little bit, both of them had a little different edge than they usually do in the ring. Their ring presence was a little bit more emotional and hardcore.
Yeah, absolutely. So you had the Bunny and Penelope Ford going against TJ, and they had their own entrance music, and it was 100% Dark Order as well. So it seems like Ty Conti is part of the Dark Order.
I mean, I think she pulled a okay, I'll give you that. I think she pulled Colt Cabana. It was like, by association long enough now, kind of in the Dark Order.
Yeah, so they both come out in their matching pink ring gear, which I thought was interesting, because I liked them in their green ring gear. But hey, you know what? They're in Rochester. Let's do it up. It's Brodie Lee night. Let's have matching pink gear. They were going against the Bunny and Penelope Ford. Like I said, this match was just gritty, really just not the usual technical style. It just felt gritty, raw, in your face, lots of emotion in this match. Were there a couple miscues? Of course there are in every match. People are trying to bang them up about shit online. I'm like, God damn it.
Get over it.
You're just a hater. But anyway, it was really good. Anna Jay wins by a Queen Slayer on Penelope Ford.
Penelope.
Yep, Penelope. So
Penelope.
So after this, they cut into a promo of a match on Rampage I am dying to see.
Pull this pen out. We talked about, I said, here,
to see this.
Women's division, let's go.
So there is going to be a triple threat match again with Nyla Rose, Jade Cargill, and the one and only Thunder Rosa. And this match is gonna fuck. Like, that's all there is to it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Whew. Woo.
This Rampage is turning out. So you've got Nick Jackson versus Bryan Danielson.
Yep.
You got this triple threat match. And there's another match I'm missing that's supposed to be a banger too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I can't remember what it is.
I mean, yeah. Rampage this Friday. Look out.
Oh, it's isn't it Orange Cassidy versus Jack Evans?
Yeah, that's right. Orange Cassidy
Hair
and
versus
Evans.
hair match.
Hair versus hair,
So
which is
Jack
whatever.
Evans
But the match itself is going to be awesome.
Yeah. All right. So after this, we get the promo of the night.
Promo of the moment too, because it was, yeah. Sorry.
It was, whoo,
yeah.
Is my second favorite heel right now, because Dan Lambert is officially taking that spot. But this almost made it where he took over. MJF comes out and just absolutely just rips shit on Rochester. He's like, you guys are upstate, shut up. And he says that there are 4 pillars of AEW's homegrown talent, and he talks about Jungle Boy, beat him. Sammy Guevara, beat him. Darby Allin, who cares about him? And then me, I'm amazing. I'm the best. I've done this. I'm the 2-time Diamond Ring champion. That whole thing. And then he says, basically without him, AEW ain't shit. And I'm like, oh my God, that was so good. And then he says he deserves to be AEW world champion. Just throwing his name out there just like that. And he tells Tony Khan that he's got Bruce Pritchard on speed dial. Hey, everybody. I know who he is. And
he also called Tony Khan out of all the cons in professional wrestling. He said that before. Yeah. He's definitely in his top 2. Like, just lay it on thick. I'm like, damn.
Then Darby comes out. So this is great. And Darby, he straight up tells Darby he's number 2. Just like Sting, the number 2 guy. And MJF's the real number 1. And then Darby, just tells him to keep talking. And Max throws out this little line that just got me. I'm like, oh my God, they can't believe they let that fly on TV. He's like, whatever, Darby, you got this school shooter mime skateboarder vibe. And I'm like, the fuck did he just say?
I know, right?
It got me. I'm like, oh my God, they let him fly. And then he also says, he's proud of Darby for being straight edge. But why are you straight edge, Darby? Why are you straight edge? Talking about his uncle dying in a drunken car crash with Darby in the car. And then he says, the wrong man died.
There you go. That's it.
And then Darby didn't get fazed by it. And he says, you can't mentally break me. And he walks off. And then MJF's like, I can't break you. We're done here. And then him and Wardlow walk off. But oh my God.
It is spitting fire.
Fire.
Which, besides the fact, finally get Darby in something else.
Yes.
Finally. And for what it's worth, I don't think Darby needs Sting anymore. Okay?
I agree.
It's cool. Let Sting do whatever he wants, right? Let him be with Christian Cage, or I don't give a shit. Him and hang out with Moxley, and him and Kingston would be hilarious.
Oh my God. That would make...
They're so don't fit. They're so different.
It would make sense. Great. It would be just hilarious.
That's why it'd be hilarious. Anyway, but this... We have long built this, and I like having MJF flat out say it. 4 pillars is going to lead this company for the next couple decades. Exactly who everybody knows. Sammy, Jungle Boy, himself, and Darby. And yeah, this is where they need to be. They've gotten to the point where they can actually have this, because now you've got the other big names in. You don't have to keep like perfect. I love everything about
Yeah,
this.
because you're starting the 4 pillars will have to feud multiple times throughout their careers.
Absolutely.
Why not have these 2 feud now? And I think that's a perfect time. Gives them both something, because both of them got done with their other feuds. It just makes a lot of sense, and I want to see this. I want to see it because they're 2 completely different styles. The only thing is, I wish MJF had a little bit better of a finisher other than the Heat Seeker. I hate that damn move as a finisher. Anyway,
We don't like Salt of the Earth though. I mean, you're a submission guy.
yeah, I mean his Salt of the Earth is okay because all it is
The reverse armbar.
yeah, it's not anything sexy.
Armbar.
It's not sexy. Like he needs the lion
It's like
tamer.
saying
He
armbar.
needs the lion tamer as a big fu to Jericho.
Here we go. Fucking lion tamers. God damn it, man. You're not gonna get a lion tamer.
I am.
Maybe Darby would give you a lion tamer. That's probably your closest. Maybe.
Yeah. So all right, so let's get to the main event, and
Please do. This was my 1A of the night by
this
far.
was my 1B of the night.
Okay.
It
Too fair.
the ending kind of made it 1A. Okay, you might swerve me on this.
You know, you can like whichever one you like better. They both were fantastic
were.
matches. They open and close with bangers. That's the way AEW does.
They definitely do. And this one definitely did not disappoint, ladies and gentlemen. It is Sammy Guevara going against God's favorite champion, the Redeemer, Miro. Oh my God. Spots everywhere. My favorite spot of the night was it looked like Miro is building up steam. He runs the ropes and gets Spanish flied in the middle of the ring by Sammy. It was
fly. You know how I feel about Spanish flies, man.
beautiful.
And Sammy could do a stellar one. Oh,
I mean, but it takes more because it's freaking Miro.
yeah, to do it on Miro is the
Yeah,
thing.
he's a big dude to be able to do that on. So we'll get to. I just want to get to the finish because we could talk ad nauseam.
We don't go
Yeah.
over a move. This match was fantastic. We're not gonna recap the whole
Yeah.
match.
So there was a point where Sammy hits a cutter. Miro gets right up. Sammy goes for the GTH, but then Miro kicks him in the face. Hits his big kick in his face. Sammy rolls out of the ring. At this point, Miro gets really pissed and he rips off the corner, the top turnbuckle pad off of every corner. And as he's doing the last one, Sammy happens to get up and Miro tries to go after him. He throws him right into the corner.
Fuego came
Oh,
out.
sorry. Fuego
came
did
out
come
when he
out
was-
to try to stop Miro. Miro just punched him and threw him off.
Yeah, he eliminates.
Yeah. But then Sammy gets him, knees him. Miro goes right into a turnbuckle. Sammy hits the GTH, which is his version of the go to sleep, except it's the upside down one. Then he jumps up to the top of the rope, hits a 630, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new TNT champion, Sammy Guevara, the Spanish God.
Confetti shot up in the air. It was so good. It was time for Sammy to have a belt.
Yes.
It was the perfect way they set it up. Everything is great. I don't think you did any disservice to Miro either on this. So fantastic. And it looks like he's already got either a filler before he gets a custom one, or he's got a new belt. So
Yeah.
he took a picture with buddies online. It's like him, -1,
Yeah.
5 Fuego and Ty Conti, and his belt is black strap, and instead of the mirror behind TNT, it had like bling. It looked like rhinestones.
One thing I did want to call out.
Could be a filler belt. I don't know.
So one thing I wanted to cover about Sammy as well, he came out in purple and white as his gear. So very much darker
Absolutely.
colors as homage to Brodie. And I think it is only fitting that they are in Rochester, New York, his hometown, the greatest TNT champion of all time, and they dropped that belt.
Well, yes, and we talked about something big going to happen tonight. Well, this was it, and this was to be expected. Sure, a little bit if you really think about it, but worth it 1,000%. You know, most definitely. And then after it was Rose to the Top, and you watched it through because they said they're gonna have because they ran a little bit late or you know,
By a minute,
the shtick of running late, you know, right? Yeah, but it's always the you know. So they did the thing that we're gonna first commercial break. We're gonna be back with you know an interview with Sammy Guevara.
Yep.
So they did that. And in the first commercial break, he's in the back there. He's got Brodie's shirt on, and he immediately gives props to Brodie Lee to start with. Very class move. He said he's going to try and, you know, he's like, he'll never be able to, but he's going to do his best to fill his shoes and be that fighting champion and blah, blah, blah. Speaking of which, he pulls out a phone. I've been blowing up here. I see on the internet, there's all sorts of stuff going on here. Like, here's a tweet right here. The challenge from Bobby Fish. Bobby, you're on for next week. Just out of the blue, bam, nowhere. Bobby Fish at AEW going for the TNT title against Sammy Guevara. Thank you. Yes, please.
I want to see that. Plus, I kind of want to see him and Adam Cole kind of give each other a side eye or something, you know?
I know, or just kind of walk past each other a little bit and just.
Yeah, like one of them start to do it, and the other one's like, no, wrong place.
Because he didn't turn on Fish in there, but Fish was because he was injured at the time, so he was kind of like he was fallout from the whole Undisputed Era breaking up. Anywho, I thought about that too as soon as they said Bobby Fish. I go, ooh. So then you get the men of the year that come in with Dan Lambert and immediately start barking at Sammy. So they're setting up for Ethan Page and I think Ethan Page. Yeah, Ethan Page against Sammy Guevara. So, yes, please.
Yes, please.
And that gives the men of the year and Dan Lambert a target to go after too. While we both just booked them for like tag team stuff, right? This is just as good.
Yeah.
I think Sammy's going to hold the belt for a little bit. I think you're eventually going to get Sammy versus MJF for the belt feud, and that's how MJF eventually will get his first title run.
I don't think that's a bad idea. I think Sammy will drop it. I think Sammy will probably drop it relatively quick because, as we've seen, the TNT title does not sit on people very long, which I like that.
It's the one of the four that does that the most. To put it that way.
Yeah, so I could see him holding on to it for a few months, maybe through the end of the year.
Maybe Revolution or before Revolution.
Before Revolution, okay. The one in New Orleans, that big show in New Orleans. Maybe that's the place that they do it. But yeah, I could see him holding on to it for a little bit, but I could see him dropping it to an MJF, an Ethan Page, hell, somebody in the Dark Order. You know, get it back over there. But I don't know who would be the singles person to be able to get that. Would it be Hangman?
Hear me out once again. Well, welcome to fancy booking. Hangman's in line for the world title, so not Hangman. And 5 Angels. I know, right?
I love 5. Though.
You just immediately.
I love 5. He's so good.
And
when we saw him in person, he's really good. And a cool dude.
He's amazing. Shout out to 5. But he doesn't have to turn heel for this to happen because they're such good friends. It's documented, and it's now canon. It's canonical inside of the ring as well because he was with him during the celebration and everything, you know, tonight and all this stuff. So it's one of those, buddy, I want my shot. Give me a shot as a friend sort of thing.
Yeah. Face
versus face sort of bit, but that would be, think about that because you would immediately think it was going to be someone from the Dark Order. Who's it going to be? 10, right? That's where you go to. That's where you gravitate to first, right?
I'd go with Uno.
Uno's a tag guy. Uno and Stu are tag.
Yeah.
End of the day, I know Uno does singles wrestling, and I know he does some of that, but in my mind, it's him and Stu all the way, 100%. I think that the story is very good if you put 5 in there. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Let's long-term fantasy book this, guys. So put a comment down below. Give us a tweet. Who do you think Sammy will eventually drop the title? He's not going to hold his title for the rest of eternity. Who is he going to drop the title to? What storyline do you like? Do you like MJF? Do you like somebody from the Dark Order like 5? Ethan Page? Scorpio Sky? I mean, give me your thoughts. Let us know. Give us a comment. Give us a tweet. Let us know what you think.
I mean, we all know my wife would be voting for Ethan Page.
1,000%, yes.
I mean, he is a gorgeous man, but he can wrestle too.
We should have done the meet and greet with Ethan Page just so that we could
Oh,
get that
yes,
picture.
I should have done that just for the wife.
We should have done that.
Just for the wife.
If he's doing meet and greet for the independent show, we're going.
100%. 100%. Which the entire family still does not know that we bought tickets.
Your wife knows.
100%. Yeah, she's the one.
Okay, all right. All right.
Megan, I think Megan's on to me about it because she's like, "Hey, did you get those tickets for AEW?" I'm like, "Oh, we're not gonna go this time." But she's like, "Really? You do a podcast, Dad?"
Well, I mean, if she had all 4 belts and was a Grand Slam champion, she might be privy to information, but she's unfortunately not.
Plus, she listens.
And we're
She
coming up
says
here.
she doesn't listen because she wants to do that teen angst thing.
Oh,
She's
I know.
listening.
Yeah.
Always.
She made references to things that we've said on here, like things I've taken at her. She's made references to. I'm like, you listen.
Yeah. I mean, a champion should listen to what she's a champion of. And, she is a 3 out of 4 champion.
Which, friendly reminder, hashtag not my champion. October 23rd, Bound for Glory. Taking that Impact title, which I'm actually going to be making in the next few. I'm doing arts and crafts, and if I have to give that back, no, I'm taking that title. I'm keeping it in my house. Taking back your belts. I'm going to be the grand champion. I'm getting a logo made for the J Money Club. No, it's going to be J Money Club.
No. When you're part of the FWO, you're part of the FWO for life.
We shall see. Well, that's a few weeks away. We'll get to that when we get to that.
We should make her a shirt that says "Eat, Sleep, Teen Angst, Repeat."
Just because you're living it doesn't mean you need to project it on everybody else here. All right.
Fair.
Remember, you got 2 more after that to go through the same thing.
Yeah,
So
I know it's gonna be "Eat,
You're
Sleep,
ready.
Teen Angst, Repeat." Like I just gotta deal with this for 2 more
I
times.
know you've already Well, that was Dynamite. We'll definitely get more into it next week. We'll see what happens on Rampage this Friday. You had a question you wanted to ask, right, Jamie?
Yeah. So we've been fancy booking the shit out of AEW. Okay.
Maybe too much, some would say. Just saying.
Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, when you pull in Will Ospreay and William Rotunda, and okay, I get
the
it.
rumors are that Braun and William Rotunda are more than likely both going to end up in Impact. That's the latest I've heard. So
I know that Braun was leaning all the rumors of Braun or Adam Shear over there.
Titan.
So I'm good with both of those, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I derailed you. Go ahead.
So with them going there and the forbidden door being completely smashed open, like there isn't a forbidden door.
Bobby Fish going to be on Dynamite
I
next
know.
week.
So I figured, why don't we fantasy book just because we don't do it enough. What if we fantasy book one match from each of the organizations that the Forbidden Door is open that isn't like in the stars, but we would love to see?
Something that, like Christian Cage versus Josh Alexander, that's happening.
Yeah.
So fantasy book something that's not basically
like
on the precipice.
like somebody who hasn't even showed up on either one of the shows, but since the door is open, they could easily do it.
Okay. All right. Why don't you start?
Okay,
us off?
I'll start off.
Pick a promotion and start.
I'll start off with an easy one. Bryan Danielson and Okada.
That was a fucking layup. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. That's an easy one, right? That's not my pick.
That is an easy
that's not
one.
my pick, but that's a great example.
That is a very good example. I'll go with another layup. Deonna Purrazzo and Britt Baker.
That is another layup. That's an easy layup, right?
Fucking they've been jarring online. Fucking do it.
So what I would really like to see is, you ready for this?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Evil versus Josh Alexander.
Ooh. Ooh.
Or Chris Bay, but it says Chris Bay's Bullet Club. I can't do that.
Right. Yeah. Ooh. Wow. That's good. How about Sammy Guevara versus El Phantasmo?
So El Phantasmo came to my brain, like, who would be good against him? Darby, Sammy, like Jungle Boy, basically any of the pillars.
Four-way
Yeah.
there. Fatal four-way.
How about Tanahashi and MJF?
Oh.
I know, right?
How about Jeff Cobb versus Miro?
Yes. Miro versus him or Ishii. Yes.
Oh
my God. Like, I could just keep going.
I like this game. Yeah. I mean, you got Girls of Destiny versus Lucha Bros.
Oh, like obviously we're doing.
I know you always do Girls of Destiny because they're feuding kind of with the Good Brothers, but nah, Lucha Bros versus God. Look out.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'd like to see is Sammy Callahan go against Miro. That would be a fun one.
Oh, so good. That'd be so good. I'm gonna throw you a curveball you probably aren't expecting here, but should be. How about we do Hikaru Shida, Io Shirai?
Oh, the like full on open door. Okay.
full Japanese mode. Let's go.
I would like to see Jordan Grace and Nyla Rose go at it.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Oh my God, I could do this for hours. Fabulous. All right, I'll give you one more here.
All right.
I want to do. I want to do Trey Miguel. There's a Dante Martin. There's a Matt Sydal. There's Ace Austin. There's Laredo Kid. In an Ultimate X match. Bring some AEW into the Ultimate X. Let's go. Let's do it.
I mean,
I know 3 of them have already done Ultimate X match, but still. No, Laredo wasn't in it. Never mind. 2 of them have. But yes. Think of Dante Martin in an Ultimate X match. Oh my God.
Oh. I mean, sign me up for that.
Oh, it's like you got to make a bigger X because I don't know if you can contain that. So.
Okay.
Oh, there's so many good options there.
Okay, I'll leave you with this one parting gift.
Leave us with one final one. Here, what you got?
Unagi Sayaka of Stardom. Do you know much about Stardom?
I know a little bit.
She's gonna be a superstar.
No, Sanaka. Yeah, she's good. She's very good.
She's really good. Her and Chris Statlander would just blow my mind because of their styles. Because both of them are athletic as hell, and they can just go. Her or Sayuri. Sayuri and Chris Statlander would be still good. Like if you wanted to go, I just couldn't remember Sayuri's first name. I remember I was like Unagi. What the F's her last name? I saw Unagi.
I saw you Googling something. Yeah. Oh my God, that's a fun game. Tell you what, while you're down in that comment section and you're writing us a tweet, folks, give us a fantasy booking too. What's a match to just get you off, get you there? Let us know. I like that. I like that. That's not even an impossible game. That's just
it was just a fun,
improbable game. It was just fun. I mean, most of them, but all right. Well, we'll see what happens. Like I said, we got Bobby Fish coming up next week, so hey, visible door open all over the place. We will be back on Tuesday. We'll be sure to talk about what should be a killer Rampage going on here. Touch base on Impact, anything else we got going on. We should, probably in the next couple days gonna get more information on Journey Pro. So Once again, go join Pro KC on the 4th, Monday, the 4th of October, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tickets go on sale for Freaks Come Out at Night. Much more information to come. We'll be sure to wrangle up DJ or Walter or both, or something thereof before the show happens. And that is happening once again October 29th at Blip Coffee Roasters. So good times abound for that. We will be back on Tuesday, like I said. In the meantime, have a great weekend. Drive fast, stay in the middle, be kind to each other. Jamie, take us home.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you are not down with Total Spotfest, I got 4 words for you. Still love you, Brodie.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
Peace.